All right, so we're going to go ahead and go over CER, and this is going to be page 9 in your notes, and you're going to want to go ahead and fill out the information, pause the video as I go through it, and make sure you're writing on page 9 and filling everything out. All right, so first off, what is scientific reasoning? So when we're talking about doing a CER or a claim, evidence, and reasoning, really we're talking about making a scientific reasoning conclusion. So it is a conclusion that is going to link how the evidence is supporting or rejecting your claim or hypothesis. You'll notice that we're going to use claim and hypothesis interchangeably. So we're looking at after we've actually made a hypothesis, we've done the experiment, we've gathered the data. Now we need to go ahead and analyze that data and make a proper conclusion. So we're going to go ahead and use that data to go ahead and link together why it is we saw the evidence that we saw and whether or not that supported or rejected our claim. Now, there's 3 parts to a CER. The first part is the C, or the claim. And the claim is simply a statement that is answering a question, or it's just simply restating your hypothesis that was previously made. So, for example, in the previous work we did, one of the hypotheses you had to create was based on the question of, does a decrease in food cause the deer population to decrease? A claim for that would simply be, if there is a population or if there is a food decrease, then the population will decrease. Also, another example of a statement could be that if or when the food decreases in a population, the deer population will also decrease. So you're simply just answering a question or writing a hypothesis for the claim. Now, the evidence portion, that is where we are going to take scientific data, and we're going to go ahead and actually do the experiment and write down the data we've collected. So the data needs to be appropriate. You need to use pictures, graphs, tables, observations. You're going to write the evidence out as bullet points, okay, for all of the data that you are collecting for that experiment. Now, the reasoning part, okay, that is where things are going to get a little bit more complex. The reasoning should be written in 3 to 5 sentences. And when we're doing the reasoning, we are using the evidence we gathered in our lab to go ahead and justify our claim, or giving reasoning as to why we saw what we saw. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take the data and we're going to go ahead and make links from either previous knowledge that we have or knowledge that has been provided in the lab in the introductory information, or use information that we're learning about in class and those concepts. But what we're wanting to do is we are most importantly wanting to provide a why we saw the data and how that helps support or reject the claim that we made.